Well, I could say it's the next day, but it's actually a week later. You know, that's how it goes. So let's take a look and see how it turned out. It's red. The fire red trim clad is very red, which is good because I like very red. Now, I don't know how it's gonna look, how it's gonna go. I have no idea why I'm talking like that. Yeah, that's not what I want. Let's go the other way. So I'm not happy with the sandblasting. I made a great big mess and my compressor's not big enough and it didn't do a great job. But you know what? There's rust in this, you know, on the bolts. I'm not changing all the bolts. If I was stripping the frame right down to nothing, then I would, you know, we'd make sure it's perfect. But I don't know if you've noticed, but this truck isn't perfect. So even though the perfectionist in me wants to make it perfect, I think we'd rather see it running first before we make it perfect. Right? This is a budget build. This isn't a super duper show truck build, so that's what we're gonna do. Stay tuned while I jack up the cab. You don't want to see me struggle. It's not really a struggle, it's just, it's heavy. Okay, it's gone over center now, so I'm safe. Let's just hold your horses there, Betty. But what I want to do is shorten my strap. There. Because what I want to do is change these cab jack hydraulic lines. So I want the strap to be holding the cab. I think that's got her. I'd use my come along, but I don't know where it is. But then I just had a wavelength, a thought. Maybe it's in a truck, in a jockey box. But I think this will work. I've got this real heavy tow strap that's wrapped around there. And I mean, when the cylinder is fully extended, it will stop there, but let's just say I want to be on the safe side and not make these work any harder than they have to. Okay, so she's painted up. I might hit it with a few touch-ups here and there. It's not great. Oh, there's a spot that the sandblaster didn't get. But it's not greasy, muddy, or dirty. So, would I like it to be better? Yes. Is it good enough? Yes. You know what? Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't know how long it took to build Rome, but it took longer than a day is what I'm saying. And I want to get her running. And this is a budget build. You know, if I get it running and driving, and I really like this truck driving it, you know what? We can revisit it. I'm also not going to do the radiator right now. Maybe a bad idea, but there again, I want to get it running. And I don't think it'll be that hard to take it out, you know, if it's leaking even after the engine's in. I mean, is it as convenient as it is right now? No. But the kicker is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? So if it's not leaking and it's able to work for what I'm doing, because we're not driving this truck all the time. I think it'll be okay for now. And I did get new motor mounts, so I'm waiting on those. There's bushings in there that I think still have to come out, but I'm going to wait till I have the new motor mounts. I'm going to fix that ground, just make sure it's really good grounded. Really good grounded. I'm going to start putting it back together because winter's coming. And it's not inside. I know, you couldn't tell by the pictures, could you? Let's start on these lines. Look at this. I got a bunch of hydraulic lines made, and these are good for 6,500 psi. Much more than what's needed, but I would rather have more than not enough. And these ones are original, which means they're like 30 years old. 31 years old to be exact. And that's tight. So my plan is I'm going to crack the lines, and then we'll see how much the cab moves. And well, let's just get a wrench and start. And then when I get them all on, we're going to bleed them to try and make sure that we got all the oil out. Just heard a bunch of oil move back, so that's probably vacuum from the cylinder. There. Now that strap is holding it up. So exciting! I gotta get some snap cutters, side cutters, and I need another 9/16 wrench. I don't know where it went, so I'll go get that. I think I might put coveralls on too. Probably a smart thing to do. Yeah. A little bit nerve-wracking, because you don't want this thing to fall on your head. You know, I meant to grab side cutters, and did I? No, I forgot. That's okay. Top goes to top. Yeah, see, these are all rusty. Ugh. That's the top one over here. That off. Wipe up the ends. I'll take one of the short ones. Now all the short ones are the same length, which I think is actually quite handy. I don't know. Should I go under or over that? I think it went under. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but idea. And then come up and go into this one. I'm definitely going to save these little blue caps. You can put them in these other lines. Well, that one, well, it's already leaked out, so put those in my pocket. Put them in my pocket. Oh, yeah. Looks much, much better. I'm not going to do one. I'm not going to do that one up tight just yet. Because we'll want to push some oil through and make sure that it doesn't have airlocks, because an airlock could make it fall. And we don't want that. Okay, those I'm just going to leave loose because we're going to pump the oil all the way through, like I've said, for 49 billion times. 49 billion might be an exaggeration. But you get the drift. So this 90, I'm going to turn it so it's facing the same way as this line here. Trying to keep everything as neat as possible. And these lines are actually, I made them the same length because I couldn't see having two lines different lengths. And I'm just going to clean up the threads with a wire wheel. There we go. And use thread tape. Now I used to work for Vanguard Cranes, and I did assembly and installation, which meant I did all the plumbing for the hydraulics. I know. You had no idea that Mike was a handy dandy crane. Well, it's actually a log loader, a Vanguard log loader installer. And I like using thread tape over thread dope. Thread tape, the tape that we put on, versus what people call thread dope, which is the liquid. I just find when you have hydraulics, especially like with this where it's leaking a little bit, so it's wet, I just feel like the tape seals better. I've had better luck with it when it comes to hydraulics. There. I grab my 5/8. Just spin her around, making sure it's good and tight. One more. And I think I would like it to be as even with that one as possible. So something like that. Now on the engine, there's going to be hydraulic lines, or pardon me, oil lines for the power steering pump going through here, and there's a hydraulic filter. So I want to keep this stuff as tight as we can to the truck frame. It's going to make it easier down the road. Now, I don't think these are going to be really much of an issue compared to these power steering lines and these other lines, but pay attention, Mike. There. Now this one I backed down a little bit because it was touching there. And because I did that, I think I'm going to pull this fitting out and put some thread tape on it, because a lot of times if you disturb a fitting that's been sitting for a while, even though it does have thread sealer on it from whenever it was put on, there's a good chance it's going to leak. because the thread sealer that's on it is old and long since dried up. So we're going to do it, well, the right way. Let's call it preventative maintenance. Wait a minute, am I righty-tighty? Yeah, we're going the right way. Sometimes you just have to double check yourself. Righty-tighty, a lefty, a loosey. Sorry about that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You know what I could use? A bench grinder with a wire wheel. I've got a bench grinder and I've actually got a stand that I bought at Princess Auto. I just have to put it together. The bench grinder has grinding wheels on it. Ow! It bit me. There we go. I'm surprised that there's more oil coming out on this side than there was on the other side, but you know what? Maybe we've had an airlock already, which actually wouldn't surprise me. We'll get her all dialed in and fixed up, and should be like a new bag of Cheetos. Not sure what this has to do with Cheetos, honestly. Now I feel more confident in this. Just like that. It's not touching the frame to get worn out. It's making a nice curve. You can tie them up nice and neat. Should be good. Like it. I would definitely say these have never been changed. I mean, I could be wrong. This one is for the lock, the back of the cab. Basically, when you start jacking it up, it puts pressure to that to release the lock. This way. Yeah. See, this is the one right there with the rub, and those metal cords are exposed and they rust, and that's why we're changing these, because when you least expect it, that'll blow, and we don't want that. Just like that. I'm going to leave it a bit loose. Making a bit of a mess. Well, it's not cracking inside. Well, you can kind of hear it. Airlines especially, they'll make cracking noises as the rubber breaks on the inside. And then they leak. Now this hose, it's on a 90, and if I do that, it's going to put too much stress on it, more than I would like. I don't really like that. So I'd like to put a 45 on it, and maybe going up or on an angle. Now I looked through my fitting drawer, and look what I found, a 45. Handy McDandy. So now I just need a wrench to fit that. I think it's a 3/8 and a 7/16. Nice and easy. Oh, I hope I can get this in with that nut on. Never thought of that. It'll work just. By the chin of its skinny chin chin. Sometimes a guy just needs to get lucky with this stuff. Till you drop your wrench. And yeah, it's right at my feet, but I gotta get to my... Oh! Ah. Okay. Whew. I like that better. Yeah. At least down low, if a guy steps on this when you're climbing around the engine, and I'll just yeah, that works. It's not too tight against this bundle of wires. Bundle. Okay, now maybe turn this just a little bit more. There. That way my other thingamajigger doesn't hit it. Now we just got a problem system. Look at that. That looks much nicer. These are good. I can tie them back here like they were. I like it. Something that really irritates me with using this sand blaster is it gets sand everywhere. It's supposed to rain today, so I'm not really worried about getting stuff wet. Except I was going to touch up the paint, but if it rains I won't be able to do that anyways, so just want to get the sand off from around the jack, and it's of course sticking to the oil, which is not ideal. Not ideal. Not ideal. But the thing I want to do as we're going to wash the air to air. You know, I don't know how good it is. I could probably pressure check it, but I'm also going to wash it out for dust because I've had the cap off it for a while. And if there was oil, there was a little bit of oil in the intake. And at first I thought it would have come from the compressor. And then I got to thinking it could have, or no. First I thought it came from the turbo, but it could have come from the compressor. So if it came from the turbo, this will have oil in it, in which case then I'll put some, actually I'll probably do it anyways, put some Dawn dish soap and scrub it out. In fact, maybe I'll go get the dish soap right now so it can sit, and if there is oil, it'll de-stickify it. Got it. Dawn. Washes away bacteria, 50% less scrubbing, and a nice orange scent. Nothing but the best for my truck. Some of y'all might think I'm crazy. Some of y'all might be right. You may be crazy, you may be right. Where'd my hose go? It's on the ground. So, at work, they will steam out air to airs that get oil in them. So I'm not concerned, other than I don't have steam. But I don't know that it's as oily as it might be, but at the end of the day, this will help get any dust or debris out. I mean, there shouldn't be any debris, but there could be a little bit of dust. And we'll wash it. Charge air cooler. Bubbles! Oh yeah, it is dirty. Okay. Ah. So I'm just gonna let that sit with the detergent in it and let it think about what it's done while we purge this, and then I'll drain it later. Andrew found raspberries.
I did tell myself I have to plant them before we go away.
Oh. Okay. So, what I need to do, I've got some loose lines. I'm using up old jugs of automatic transmission fluid for hydraulic oil, and I made this.
I thought I was helping.
Well, I'm going to need someone to either hold this and pour and or jack.
What's easier?
Probably jacking.
It's my stick.
Oop. Okay.
Doesn't matter which end goes in.
Nope. Gee, here I can do both for a little bit. Put some more oil in. You can jack if you want to.
Well, I'd love to. More. Pay attention.
Yes, dear.
Oh, this is dirty.
No. I hear oil coming out. Do you want to just hold this for me?
Oh, I'd love to. Are those new lines?
Yeah. Okay, that one was dripping, so we'll pump a little bit to... Well, it's squirting out.
Is this good or bad?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
Use your words, man. Excuse me? Now it's bubbling right here. And leaking.
Well, that's because it's not really sealed, so...
Am I doing more?
Yeah, do a little bit more, and it should get hard. Okay, Jack. Okay, so let's reverse it now and pump, and that should pump it the other way.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss man.
Don't you forget it.
In this particular case. This is lame.
Oh, can you hold this? We'll Tighten this line.
Hold my funnel and watch this. Are we there yet?
I think so.
See, this is the tedious stuff that I don't enjoy. I'm impatient. When can we start it? It's gonna be a minute since there's an engine. How come you've replaced some and not others? Hoses in the frame. Are we not there yet, or
Yeah.
are those not getting done?
Well, those are these ones are the power steering lines, and I've been debating on whether I change them now or change them later.
Well, I'm talking about the ones that have paint on them inside the frame.
Well, over there, that's a hard plastic airline in it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, okay. It's just ugly now.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
More?
Yeah.
Looking for a clean spot to wipe my fingers. Oh, it's getting hard.
Yeah, it's because it's starting to jack it up.
So do I still go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use all my fatness.
You want me to do it?
No, I'm a big strong man.
Yeah. See, now it's jacking the cab down.
Oh. Is that what we want?
Yeah, that's good. And we're going to turn it the other way. Oh, fuck. We'll see if it'll hold it. So it should go down.
It's going up. Up. You scare me.
It's fine. I mean, this is how the thing goes up and down, so.
Well, I know, but if there's not enough fluid in there, and it just comes down.
So now let's jack it and make sure there's pressure going that way. Ooh. Okay, so hydraulic lines have been purged and work. Now I'm going to change this airline to plastic. This is for the, oh, that's broken off of there. That's for the fan hub. I'm hoping that whatever that is works, so I don't have to change it, but if it craps out, I know where it is, and I might put it on the outside of the frame later, but let's take this off and put a plastic line on. Do you want to pass me 7/16? It's right there. Actually, never mind. It's probably ugly.
Get it yourself. Respectfully.
Sparkler.
Not being snarly. I just don't want to touch your oily stuff.
I know.
I'm here to do the easy, clean stuff, which is like none of it.
Just have to hold your tongue the right way, Michael.
What's your what?
Tongue.
Why? What tongue?
Well, you know how when a person's trying hard stuff, or concentrating, you stick your tongue out and...
No, I do not. I mean, I know you do, but I do not. Gotcha. See, it's a guy thing.
It's because the women don't work. I've seen her concentrate and stick her tongue out. You know what? That's
What are you
gonna be
muttering?
nothing. Next time I get you concentrating on something, I'm gonna watch for you sticking your tongue out.
I don't. I really don't.
I bet you do.
I don't.
Anyways, let's go find a fitting. Do-do-do, found a fitting. Missing a furl though, so I have to go find a furl. But I'll put this on first. Found my furl. So I put that on. Then I put the furl. I'm not using a push connect, even though I would if I could, because they're easy. But these are actually technically better, because when they're done up, they're done up. Come on, furl. Push.
My name is Furl. Just kidding. The show was called My Name is Earl.
There we go.
Well, that was fairly easy. You're mean.
Why?
Because I just said that looked fairly easy and you ignored me. My talents aren't appreciated here.
I'm just deaf.
Huh?
Exactly.
I know you are.
Since we've decided just to see if the radiator will work as it is for now.
Oh, good. I didn't know we decided that, but I'm down.
Well, as much as I would love to take it out and get it done right now, I'd also like to get it running first.
Well, I'd love to throw all the money in the world at it too, but we don't have it.
You heard it here first, guys. There. Oh, and that eliminates. Don't get eliminated.
Wow, that's way tinier.
Yeah.
And it still does the same.
Yep.
Crazy. Looks nicer. Excuse me.
So I think I'll snip it right there.
Got snippers?
Got a cutter. I'm gonna make it a little bit longer yet. So. There.
Beauty.
Some things are way nicer to do inside, but most things are actually nicer to do outside when the weather's decent, because you have all this light. And the light is nice. Putting my clutch linkages thingy kind of back on there. And don't often sit down on the job, but sometimes I do. Okay, let's tie these up, and we're gonna make them scurry along the bottom of the frame just like that. I think I might put, should I put the plastic airline on the outside? Because that's going to go up and over, which tells me I should probably put it on the inside. Like that. And then these can actually go like that. I like that. Oh, baby, I like it like that. I'm sorry you had to put up with that. Oh. I know, I'm just a little bit crazy. Just a little bit crazy. And his name is not Daisy. Almost put one there. That's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So beautiful. It was a bit ago.
I went purse shopping in my room for the trip.
I see.
I think I'm going to take my Stitch medium park hopper.
Oh.
For leaving home.
Uh-huh.
And around Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to take my Flounder Lolita that's been in plastic for 7 years for boarding the ship. Because, you know, Flounder and Ariel.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I don't know. Might just take my adventure book. A little crossbody for off-ship stuff.
Yeah.
Grunting and groaning about.
Well, putting a nut on a stud that was broken off.
Can I assist you in any way?
Not sure. Like a tool.
Not really how those are meant to be used.
No?
No.
I've been doing it wrong all these years.
Right? Ooh. A very rusty nut.
Well, we're reusing stuff.
I want to try and take it off and put the washer on, or fuck the washer.
I'd like to.
Maybe now that you... Oh, it fell. What a handy little tray that is for catching nuts.
Mm-hmm. There.
Good job, little buddy.
Ooh, this is looking better. Check it out. Everything's nice and tied, tucked in. Now I can put the clutch linkage rod on, and I put new clevises or heim joints or whatever on the end. This is all tied up, clamps on there, some new, some reused, and yeah. Back here, I'm not gonna get crazy because after the engine is in and the transmission, or even just the engine, then we can slowly work our way down. And just like here, once the engine is in, then we can tidy up the harness as we put it in. But none of this has to go in the frame, so we can put the engine in and then deal with that stuff. Because I want to make it as neat as possible. That, and there's a fuel filter right around here, and it looks like it's a bit of a bugger to change, so want to try and make that easier. All my clamps that broke here, I want to put one on one of these bolts to hold these things, and probably do it on this bolt or this bolt. But yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the plan, man. Oh, I gotta... Is that a spot? You just make another spot? Oh yeah, just keep making spots, Mike. There we go. Okay. Now I just don't... Does that go like that? Does it go behind this? It might. Well, let's put this piece. This is the joiny join. And this goes in the frame. And it all looks like it's one piece. So I cleaned this up and lubricated it. So that should be good. And I'm also going to put a washer here because it didn't have it. So let's put this on now while it's easy. There, you guys can see what I'm looking at now. Try and get this to go like that. This goes in. I'm going to put a washer on. Didn't have a washer before. And then it's got a skinny nut. Well, I think I figured it out, guys. A little bit confusing. Good thing I took video earlier. I'm just going to put some grease into these little joints. There we go. I did the ones at the front already, so I was going to put the cable on for the clutch rod on for the transmission, but I'll wait because it's easier with it not in here for putting the engine in. So the other thing I did, I pulled the power steering tank off because I want to put new lines on and I want to make sure that tank is not leaking. So I'm going to pull that fitting off the power steering the steering box. That's the word I'm looking for. Golly, it's getting late in the day. So anyways, guys, I think that's it for today. Unless I decide to try for that. I might try for that, but I'm also going to clean up my mess and finish hosing out that air-to-air.